Okay, Rebels. So today you're going to be working on, well, yesterday you worked on the introduction and the conclusion. I'm so sorry that my camera's going all crazy, but I'm going to change my camera right now anyways. So we're going to be working on the next part of your essay. Yesterday you looked at the introduction and the conclusion. Today you're going to be looking at the body of your expository essay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave the essay right here. And I want you to pause it and read what you see. Pause the video right now. So what you're going to do now, after you've read it, okay, to yourself, we are going back just to review what we have so far. In yesterday's video, I let you know that this part of your essay is the introduction. This is the paragraph that introduces your essay, and what is most important about this paragraph is the fact that there's a controlling idea at the end of the paragraph. So the prompt to this essay is write an expository essay explaining why it is important, or why setting a goal is important. And this student wrote, people set goals because setting a goal in advance is important to your success. This is the first thing that you write or plan before your essay, because this whole essay is going to be based on that idea right there. Because even the hook connects to the controlling idea. You should set a goal. It is tempting to dismiss that advice since it is said so often, but before you ignore that useful and beneficial suggestion, ask yourself, why do people set goals? So then the controlling idea, I mean, that's a really amazing way to connect the controlling idea and the hook. So now, and I also did mention that the conclusion has to connect with that introduction as well. No new ideas, just summarizing and leaving a lasting thought. Okay, so now we're going to look at the juicy part of the essay, and that is the body. Okay, the body of the essay. The body of the essay is the center part of your essay. In this case, there's two paragraphs in the body, 1 and 2. These are created by using the controlling idea. So this student says it's important to set goals in advance to, people set goals because setting a goal in advance is important to your success. So then he or she is going to give us the reasons with an example, because the reason is already set in the controlling idea, but now the student has to come up with the best examples. But before we go there, I will mention to you that all paragraphs must be indented when you write your essay. They all have to be indented, that space before the first word of your paragraph, of your new paragraph. So now I'm going to highlight the first sentence of the body. And the first sentence of the body is called a topic sentence. It is called a topic sentence. It is a sentence that tells you what the paragraph is going to be about. This sentence needs to connect to the controlling idea. So after he wrote his controlling idea, I'm going to say he a lot. I don't know why, just keeping it that way. One valid reason why people set goals, again, reason. One valid reason why people set goals, in that when you set the goal, when you set your goal, the path to achieving it doesn't seem unending. So now he's going to use an example, and here is a transition word. A transition word connects your sentences. So you see how, like, this is the glue to his idea that he wrote here. So now he's going to use an example. And when you read the paragraph, you should have noticed that the student used a marathon. And then he used it again. He didn't give me several examples. Choose one strong example, explain how it connects to the reason, and then how it connects to the controlling idea. Okay, so far, this has been his planning. So he has his controlling idea, and in his controlling idea, he had reason number one, reason number two. And his reason number one, I'm sorry, then he uses an example for reason number one, and it's a marathon. Now we're going to figure out what he did for the second one, but before we go there, I need to explain something very, very important. The last sentence of your body paragraph, of your first body paragraph, is known as the closing sentence. Oops, wrong pen. This is known as the closing sentence. It's like a little sandwich. Here's a topic sentence, here's a closing sentence. They too have to connect. Without losing focus, you don't want to add anything else other than what you talked about right here. And notice that he used the word endless, like the way he used unending. Unending and endless is the same meaning. Now we move on to the second body, and the first sentence that I'm highlighting of that paragraph is called what did I call it in the first paragraph? I called it the topic sentence. So the first sentence of your body paragraph is a topic sentence. And let's go ahead and review what he said. When you set a goal, you become focused and you will avoid getting off track. So it'll keep us focused and not getting off track. So let's see, what example does he give? He talks about the movie Hidden Figures, but he's really not telling us that's the example that he's using. It's really NASA, the group of people that work in NASA are the ones that became focused and avoided getting off track to send a person to go to the moon. Okay, that was their goal. And together in the paragraph, it says how they did it. And I do want to highlight something in the paragraph. The student's use of transition, however, is another word for but. And I think that's it. Next thing that I want to highlight is the last sentence of the essay. And it's a complex sentence because NASA had set the goal, comma, dependent clause. They were focused on transforming their goal to reality, and they were successful in doing that, independent clause. So again, your topic sentence and closing sentence need to be connected. And from here, you have your first body paragraph with your second body paragraph, all linking to the same thing, to the controlling idea, also known as thesis. Okay, so looking at your body paragraph, all this is just proving your controlling idea at the top. Last thing that I'm going to be asking, just letting you know, is the use of the student's choice of words. The student used words like beneficial, suggestion, unending, achieving, destination, marathon, confidence. I mean, this whole essay has so many rich words And it's one thing that's very easy for you to use, because if you're saying, well, I don't know those big words, Mrs. Ramos, one thing I will recommend that you use on the Day of the Star test, and it's called a thesaurus. So if you cannot for the life of you take the word good out of your vocabulary, if you look up the word good in a thesaurus, it's going to give you better options to use the word good. Okay, so that's something that is very important to really make your essay have more quality in it. Okay, so again, you can stop this video, you can rewind it, you can replay it, however you want to do it. Make sure that you do understand that this video was about the body, and now you're going to have 10 questions that have to do with this video.